And the Gomphrena. This is the variety that I grew last season in 2022 that I cannot stop talking about. I've gone on and on about it, and I've shown you this beautiful annual anytime that I had a garden tour from August through October. Hi, it's Steph, and I recently received the 2023 Baker Creek catalog in the mail. I've ordered from them before, and so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the reasons I like to order from Baker Creek, what I've grown in the past that I've been really successful with, and what I plan on ordering for this year's growing season. If you're not familiar with Baker Creek, they're an heirloom seed company, and I've ordered from them before, and so now I'm on their mailing list. Now, if you wanted to get one of these free catalogs, you just have to go on their website, which is rareseeds.com. You can access that on your PC or on your phone. And once you get to the website, right at the top of the page, in this header here, you're going to see free catalog. And you're going to click on that, and it's going to bring you into another page. Now, when you're there, you're going to request the free catalog, but there's also going to be another option for a catalog that you can purchase. You don't need that one, but it's called the Whole Seed Catalog. And on their YouTube page, they actually have a brief video that explains the differences between the free catalog and the Whole Seed Catalog. The Whole Seed Catalog is more comprehensive and includes more information, but today we're going to go over specifically the free catalog that you get in the mail. I've been ordering from Baker Creek Seeds for about 3 years now. I order all of these with my own money. They didn't send me anything for free, and they're not paying me to say any of this. I'm just explaining my experience and why I enjoy ordering from them. Now, the reason I like to order from them is because I find that their seeds have a really good germination rate. I've had a lot of success with them, and the varieties are always beautiful. They've been tried and true varieties, and they always come out true to the photos in my experience, and I really like them. And the second reason I really like to order from Baker Creek is the price. They're really reasonably priced. Most of the seed packets you're going to find on their website or in the catalog are between $3 to $5. And the key thing for me is that the shipping is free. So whatever price is listed on the seed, that includes the shipping. So if you order a $3 pack of seeds, that's how much you're paying to get that pack of seeds to your door in your mailbox. So to me, that is huge because I don't know about you, but for some reason, shipping costs are sometimes a deal breaker for me. If I go to order a pack of seeds that says they are $2.95 and then I get to the checkout and the shipping is $4.95, I immediately abandon that shopping cart and reconsider my decision. So the fact that the shipping is included and the seeds are reasonably priced is really appealing to me. All of the varieties that we're going to look at in the free catalog today can be found on their website. And their website is actually called rareseeds.com. And I will link that in the description of the video below. So let's go ahead and take a look at the catalog. And I'm going to show you some seeds that I've grown before and what my experience were with them, as well as some new ones that I plan to order for the 2023 growing season. So in the inside cover of the catalog, it tells you right here, free shipping in the US, and it lists their website, which is the rareseeds.com. And let's take a look. It's a really beautiful catalog. So the first page that I marked off is Agastache. Now I've grown Agastache from a plant that I purchased at a nursery before, and it didn't make it because I had it in a wet bed, a bed that has a lot of standing water. So I'm going to try it for the first time from seed. And I really like this variety here, this Lavender Martini or this Raspberry Daiquiri. Both of them are new for this year, and this one here, the Lavender Martini, is a lighter purple with a little bit of orange, and this one is a deeper magenta pink with a little bit of orange. So either one would be really pretty. And these are pollinator magnets. The hummingbirds love these because they have a tubular flower that they can get their beak into. So pollinator magnet and also deer resistant, which is really important in my garden. Both of them, you get 35 seeds for $4. So as I'm thumbing through, you can kind of get a feel for what the catalog looks like. They have flowers as well as vegetables in here. And the next thing that we'll take a look at is celosia. So I've grown this Asian garden celosia from seed last year. I purchased the seeds from Baker Creek, and these were great annuals as well. They were really easy to grow from seed. They lasted a really long time. I had these in bloom until our first frost in the fall. And the good thing about these too is that they transition really beautifully into fall because the foliage, which is usually green, will start turning red as the temperatures drop. So I was really happy with this one. I've collected some seeds and I plan on growing these again. These here also can be used for cooking, it looks like. It says that it's a pollinator magnet and good blooming, good branching, bushy habit, and they make wonderful tea and food dye. You get 50 seeds for $4. So good experience with that one. Will grow again. Echinacea. Coneflowers are one of my favorite sun-loving perennials in my garden. I've actually made a video about it, and I've grown a couple of these varieties from seeds that I purchased from Baker Creek. One of them being this green twister echinacea. I grew this from seed in 2021, and summer of 2022, last year, this growing season, was the first time that I've seen the blooms. The thing with perennials, when you grow them from seed, typically the first year you just get foliage, and then the second year you'll get blooms. So this was year 2 for this grown from seed green twista echinacea for me, and I did get blooms. They have a really pretty fuchsia pink on the inside with green tips, really pretty coneflower. You get 15 seeds for $5. I've also grown the traditional Echinacea purpurea, which is this beautiful pink coneflower. This one I also grew from seed, and here you get 50 seeds for $3. Excellent pollinator magnet, really pretty large blooms, just beautiful. And the one that I'm going to try this year that I'm going to order is this one. It's called Paradiso Super Duper. And what attracted me to this one is how ruffly it is. It almost looks like a mum or a type of zinnia. I thought it was really pretty. And this one says that it is a dazzling double-petaled echinacea in the most charming rosy tones. This enchanting traditional medicinal plant is a perennial that will bloom in its first year. That right there was key for me. It's a first year blooming perennial, so we're going to give that a try. And I'm going to go ahead and purchase this one. It is 15 seeds and it is $5. Really economical way to get some perennials if you want a lot of perennials in your garden is to grow them from seed. And the Gomphrena. This is the variety that I grew last season in 2022 that I cannot stop talking about. I've gone on and on about it, and I've shown you this beautiful annual anytime that I had a garden tour from August through October. This plant was so easy to grow from seed, so low fuss, and it just bloomed and bloomed. Very prolific. I purchased one of these packets of this atomic purple Gomphrena. It was 25 seeds for $3, and I had nearly 100% germination. All you had to do was on the back of the seed packet, it provided instructions, and it told us to soak the seeds overnight. So I did that, and then the following morning I went and I sowed them in my front walkway bed. I put one seed every 6 to 8 inches all the way down the walkway, and pretty much all of them germinated. They're pretty drought tolerant too, because we had a very dry, hot summer, and I did make sure that I kept them watered for the first, maybe until they were about 6 to 10 inches tall, and then they were pretty much on their own, and they did beautifully all summer. Now I was able to collect quite a few seeds from the ones that I grew so that I can grow a few more of these purple this year. But I'm going to try a new variety. Because I now love Gomphrena, I figure I will try this Snow White variety. It's a beautiful white. I think it'll look really pretty with those little white pom-poms all the way up the walkway. And also, I have pink and purple flowers, so I think the pink, purple, and white will look really pretty together. So you get 25 seeds for $3, and they look to be all the same price. With the orange, you get a bit more. You get 50 seeds for $3. And with the Globosa mix, which looks like purple, pink, and white, you get 75 seeds for $3. There's also this pretty red one if it's something you're interested in red in your garden. It's called Strawberry Fields, and actually, because of the little speckles of it looks yellow or orange on them, it almost looks like seeds on a strawberry. That's pretty. But this is a great annual. long-lasting, prolific bloomer. You can use them for dried arrangements, and you can make tea with them. So culinary properties as well. On this page, I wanted to just show you this here. This is a ground cherry, and it is like a very tiny tomato or like a gooseberry. I've grown this variety from Baker Creek, the Aunt Molly, and it is so sweet. These are so fun to have like a sweet treat out in the garden, like a little snack. They have these little husks, and when they're completely dry, you know that the fruit is ready. And they're these little tiny, tiny little fruits. And to me, this variety, Aunt Molly's, actually tasted like pineapple. So let me know if you've grown this before and what your experience was. But a really tasty ground cherry. You get 50 seeds for $3.50. Some lavender, and I marked off this page. I've grown Munstead lavender from seed before. My seeds came from a different seed company. It was actually M.I. Gardner, but I was interested in marking this page off because I read something here that caught my interest. Now, I was pretty surprised that I've had my Munstead lavender in bloom and doing well for at least 3 garden seasons now. Because in New England, here in my zone 6, typically lavender doesn't make it. Either it doesn't make it through the winter, it's not hardy enough, or they are in too wet conditions from the snow that we get and the rain in the fall and winter, and they tend to rot. But this variety, the Munstead, has done really well for me. And when I read the description, it says that it's a perennial, compact, and superior northern hardy strain. That makes perfect sense. It's hardy in my zone, which is why it's doing well. But this was a great variety of lavender for me. And I just marked that because in case you're in a cold climate like I am, in zone 6, we get the cold, snowy winters. This one did really well in my garden. Marigolds. Now, I've grown marigolds before. You know, they're known to supposedly keep deer and rabbits and pests away from your veggie garden, so they're good to plant a border around. But I grew these for their look last year. I really loved the way that these Kilimanjaro white marigolds looked. I started mine a bit late, so I didn't get to enjoy all of the blooms that I could have if I started them a bit earlier. So that's the plan for this year. I do want to grow the Kilimanjaro white marigold again. I will start them sooner. I still have some seeds left. And they start off a buttery yellow, a very light yellow. And then as they age, they do get to be a bit more creamy, more like an ivory color. But really good size blooms and really pretty. You get 30 seeds for $3. They also have some fruit. Nasturtiums. Another nasturtium or another annual that I grew this year was this nasturtium here. That was really pretty. This is the Tip Top Alaskan Salmon, and it's a salmon orange colored nasturtium, and it has a bit of a dark orange, almost red throat with a little bit of yellow. It was really beautiful and very prolific. The thing that you should know about nasturtium is that they do prefer cooler temperatures. So if you have them in a bit of a shadier spot or where you get some afternoon shade, they might do well throughout the summer. Otherwise, in my experience, they do better as a spring flower and as a fall flower. For me, they did beautifully in the fall. So if you start some, say, mid-August, heading into the cooler part of the summer and into fall, they'll look gorgeous. And these actually looked really pretty in my front porch containers this fall. Really enjoyed those. And it was $3.50 for the packet. These also provide you a ton of seeds. So once you buy them once and you collect your seeds, you probably never have to buy them again. You can share them and swap them with other gardeners. These are just great. So, nasturtium. Pansies are really pretty. They have this gorgeous variety. It's called Black Devil Pansy. But along with coleus, this is another one that takes a really long time from seed. I've tried before, and I find that by the time they finally start blooming, it's, already end of May, and I'm ready to plant my summer annuals out. So not something that I would try from seed, but these are really pretty. This Black Devil Pansy. Some peppers. I've tried some of their peppers before. The Jimmy Nardello was really good. This one here, the Jimmy Nardello Italian pepper. They were very prolific. I got a lot of those. One of my favorite peppers to grow is jalapenos though. Petunias, these take a really long time from seed as well. They get kind of leggy, and I've just stopped using petunias. I prefer mandevilla to these, but they do have some pretty ones. Poppies. So this poppy here, the Amazing Gray, is really beautiful. It's got gorgeous shades of purple and gray, but something to note and that I was surprised about is they're actually kind of short. I want to say that these are only about a 10-inch tall poppy. So if you're growing these, just be aware that they are going to be smaller than these other taller varieties. I've grown this Hungarian blue, also really pretty single-petaled poppy. This one has a really interesting center, this Hens and Chicks. But a poppy that I grew last year from Baker Creek was their Lilac Pom Pom. And let's take a look at it on their website. This poppy is beautiful. It's a really gorgeous, very light lilac lavender color. And it was very prolific, and I was able to collect a bunch of seeds. So I'm going to go ahead and grow those again this year. I really enjoyed them. Snapdragons are another cool weather plant. Really pretty sages. Stock. This is the photo that they used on the cover. Really beautiful. I'm guessing these are popular for cut flower gardening. And sunflowers. So last year I grew a variety called Strawberry Blonde, and this year I'm going to try this Chocolate Cherry. I think this dark color, when sunflowers are ready to be picked, is towards the end of the summer, beginning of the fall, and I think that these will pair really beautifully with some of the dahlias that I grow. And here you pay $4 for a pack of Chocolate Cherry sunflower seeds. These double sunking are also really pretty. They're like a fluffy, almost like a teddy bear type. And if you're into growing vegetables, or if you've never grown any but you want to give it a try, cherry tomatoes are a great beginner vegetable to grow. Very easy, and this variety is absolutely delicious. Not only is it pretty with this dark burgundy brown skin, it's also super tasty. My very favorite cherry tomato, the black cherry tomato, and they're $3.50 for a pack. And the last thing that I'm going to order this year is some zinnias. Now zinnias are beautiful, and they're very easy to grow. They're like a beginner cut flower. Very easy, very pretty, very prolific. The varieties I'm going to order this year are their Polar Bear, which is a white zinnia, and the Queen Lime Orange. I did grow the Queen Lime Blush from a different pack of seeds from a different company that I had, but I got all single blooms, and I really want some of these very fluffy, full double-petaled varieties. So I'm going to get a couple more packs this year. I'm going to get this Polar Bear and this Queen Lime, and I'm also going to grow again a variety that I ordered on their website called Zinnerita. And it looks like a cactus pink bloom, really pretty. And I'm gonna go ahead and try those again this year and plant them in a sunnier location so that hopefully we can get some more blooms. And there was also a Cosmo in here that I wanted to show you. Here we are. So Cosmos, last year I grew this variety, this double Dutch rose. I had it in a bit of a shady spot, so it didn't quite take off like I had hoped, but the few blooms that I got were really beautiful, and so I'm gonna go all in on this double Dutch rose Cosmo this year, and I'll show you what they look like when they're blooming in the summer. Really pretty, roughly Cosmo in a soft pink, gorgeous. So you get 30 seeds for $3.50. And this Apricot Lemonade is another really pretty one. I have grown it in the past. It is a light yellow Cosmo with a bit of a pink center. Also really pretty. But that is the end of the catalog. At the end, they also have an order form, a traditional paper order form that you can send in the mail. There is a $12 minimum for mail orders. Otherwise, you can order on their website, which is really easy. And it's really exciting when you start getting those seeds in the mail. I hope that you've enjoyed checking out the Baker Creek seed catalog with me today. I think it's always a fun thing to do in the colder months when there's snow on the ground or it's just too cold to be out in the garden, to pour over some catalogs and plan and dream up our next season's garden. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button. And please consider subscribing so you don't miss any of my future videos. And we'll see you soon.